Om Brahmanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandatitam Trigunarahitam Tatsamasyadiraksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadhi Sakshihutam Bhavatitam Gaganasadrasam Sadgurum Tam Namami Om Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwaraha Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Sri Guruve Namah Dhyanamoolam Guru Murte Pujamoolam Guru Padam Mantramoolam Guru Vakyam Mokshamoolam Guru Kripa Satguru Bhagwan Ki Jai Swamiji Maharaj Ki Jai Shivam. Today we are taking the 3 and 4 stanza of chapter 12 Srimad Bhagavad Gita. In this stanza, the God existence Lord Vishnu telling to Arjuna about the shapeless form of existence that is called Brahma, Nirakara Brahma. And he is telling about the worship and the seeking of that ultimate truth, Nirakara Brahma. Ye tuvaksharam manivedreshyam avyaktam paryupasate sarvatra gamu chintayam cha kutastha machalam dhrubam sanniyam yendriya gramam sarvatra samabuddhayah te prapnoti mameva सर्वभूत हितेरतः ये तु अक्षरम अनिर्देश्यम अव्यक्तम पर्युपासते सर्वत्र गम अचिंत्यम च कूटस्थम अचराचरम ध्रुवम सन्नियमे इंद्रिय ग्रामम सर्वत्र समबुद्धयः ते प्राप्नोति माम एव सर्वभूत हितेरतः. Tu means but, ye means those person, indriya gramam it means group of the sensory organs, senses, and sanniyamya it means to control or regularization very well. Achintyan it means beyond the thinking, beyond the intellectual. Sarvatra gram, it means omnipresent. Anirdeshyam, it means undescribable from any language. Cha, it means and. Kutastham, it means always uniformly presence everywhere. Dhruvam, it means immortal and stable. Achalam, it means completely stable. Avyaktam, it means nirakara. Nobody can know his shape or size, and nobody can explain. That is the immortal, undescribable Satchidananda Paramatma. Paryupasate, it means the continuously with unifaithfully meditation of awareness Sakshi. Te, it means they. Sarvabhute hite, it means in the benefit for all living beings. Rata, it means involve. Sarvatra, it means in all places. Samabuddhya, it means the equal feeling of existence everyone, that yogi Mam, it means to me. Prapnuvante, it means get only me. My dear friend, this is the worldly meaning of these both stanzas. They are joined each other. The meaning is that, my dear Arjun, but those persons, they are wellly controlled and regularization of their groups of senses. They, my omnipresence and undescribable form, always uniformly presents and immortal and stable, which is without shape or without size, immortal, unavoidable and undestroyable. Sat Chit Ananda. Sat means true, Chit means consciousness, Ananda means all happiness and pleasure. Paryupasate, it means continuously seeking with total devotion in the meditation of awareness Sakshi. Te means they, Sarva Bhuta Hite Rataha, in all beings, they love all beings and they help all living beings. And they see all living beings in the existence Atma, they are get me. My dear friends, the Satchidananda Sadguru Paramatma, the master of millions of galaxies and billions of universes, and he is the only base and installation of all these creation. This is a miraculous phenomena that he is so biggest that all the galaxies and universes, they are laying in his small part of the body, but his form is very big and unknown. But he come on the earth in the form of the great masters and avatars. The avatara have the powerful control on the nature and they can do anything. They can do miracles. They can change impossible thing into the possible. But the gurus, they have no miracles, they have no possible and impossible, but they have the supreme knowledge of liberation, Atma Jnana, and sometime the existence help him and existence fulfill the wishes of the masters. In the other sentence we can say the praying of the masters is the most effective in this nature. So my dear friends, before describing this stanza, we should go and pay the respect in the feet of the great master Lord Krishna, because Lord Krishna is the only and only one master of this creation. He is also Shiva, he is also Brahma. Now here Lord Krishna is telling to Arjuna, in the answer of his question, he described already the Sagun Sadhana. He told already that if you take any master, that is the Sagun Sadhana. But the second description of the Nirguna Sadhana, the Krishna is telling that those persons, they are controlled the group of senses. The bird is not described by the literary persons of the Panditas. The Jnanis do not say the control of senses. Nobody can control the senses by any mean, because as you control the senses, they will be get more and more power and blast. If you suppress the anger, the suppression of anger make a bomb type activity in your mental area. That's why the psychology says, if you suppress any general intent tendency, even any tendency, if you put the blindfold on your eyes and do not see anything, that will be very harmful to you, because you will be mentally disturbed. If you have putting the closer in your ear, and you forcefully want to control your ear, that will be harmful to your brain. So every your feelings, even the food, controlling of the food, you are not taking the appropriate food, your body will be decay. And you will control your excretory organs, your blood, your muscles, your body poisoned by the excretory materials, and maybe your kidney will be failed. So this is the controlling is not appropriation. The regularization is appropriate word. And who can the regularization of your senses? Only the awareness can regularization of your senses. So here is the indication of the Sakshi meditation of awareness. Because the conscious person can have regularize their senses, and the conscious person is know how to eat, what to hear, what to say, what to do, what to not do. I am hidden in one senses because that is the talking about the senses is not like in the society of India. But I want to say, if you understand, if you can control that senses, then what will be happen? The senses is so powerful, the energy will struck adverse side, and the brain will be disturbed, and many person get mad because they do not releasing their negative energy or their general innate tendencies need. So my dear first friend, you can't stop the respiration, you can't stop the seeing, you can't stop the hearing, you can't stop the transportation system or excretion system, the blood vascular system, and the filtration of urine. You can't stop the digestive system, then you cannot control. You will be die. You should leave your body if you do that, like that. So what will be good procedure? That is good procedure is that you just see everything in the Sakshi awareness. If you are seeing something, you see the seer. You are inhaling, you see the inhaler. You are eating the food, you see the eater. You are talking, the conversation, you see the talker. You are bathing, you see the bather. Even you are involving in the physical relationship, you see the involver. So that is the process of awareness will be grow inside of you. A very good, nice seer, that is called Sakshi. The seer is not doer and seen is not you. You see the shirt, that you know that you are not shirt. You see the body, that you know you are not body. So the detachment start, the awareness start. So that is the meaning of the sun niyamya. Now the God says that he is achintya. It is indicate that the God is a miraculous existence. Nobody can think about that, because he is the out of the thinking, because nobody can imagine in the mind what type of the God presence, what is the existence. So thinking is unable to know the God. So thinking comes from the mind, and mind is very unstable thing. The mind is fail in the sleep, even the death also. So the thinking is not instrument to reaching and knowing the God. So the Paramatma, the God, is beyond your mind, beyond your thinking, and the thinking is made. The selective thoughts and the results and the conclusions, they are feed in the intellect, that is called intellect. So the God is never come in the intellect. So intellect is failed to reaching the God, to achieving the God, to knowing the God. So intellectuals never know the God. They have only intellectual bookish knowledge, and they have some experiences knowledge. Even the practitioner of the level of the mind and intellect, in the name of the spiritual practices, they never get the God, because the mantra and the mana both are reciprocal. The thoughts and the unconsciousness of floating in the thoughts both are reciprocal. The intellect and the conclusion of intellect and decision of intellect both comes from the experiences of the mind and previous birth and subconscious mind. So your intellect is unable to reach the God. The third level of your consciousness, fourth level. One level is senses, second is the mind, third is the intellect, and fourth level of your consciousness, that is your mood, your chitta. There is vast difference between chitta and the chetana. The chetana, the consciousness, it is the significance and the character of the Atma. But the chitta made by the side effect of the mind and intellect effect. The chitta is the liking and disliking, that is called the mood. So mood is not the able to reach or get the last stage of knowing that consciousness, awareness, Atma. Chitta is unable, because chitta is it himself chitta is itself a unstable and disturbing stage. The person who read the Patanjali, they know the 5 stages of the chitta, chitta, vikshipta, muda, and other. So this word Achintyan is the indicating that your all practices in the name of the spirituality is the fail to knowing the ultimate truth, because your mantra japa, your karma kanda, your fasting, your pilgrimage, your anusthana, your chanting groups, reading books, your thinking about the God, and your Kundali sadhana and your pranayama and yoga, all they are coming from your physical body, mind and intellect and mood. So they are all failure in the real spiritual achievement. My dear friend, the God is presence everywhere, so He is called omnipresence. When I say the God, I say Satchidananda Paramatma. When I say Satchidananda Paramatma, I say your soul, your Atma. The God is present everywhere, and He is anirdeshyam. Anirdeshyam, it means nobody can describe the God, undescribable. How can you describe if the God cannot come in the range of your mind, your thoughts, your intellect, your ego, your mood? How can you describe? Because as you cannot see the ultraviolet rays by your eyes, the ultraviolet rays is the beyond of your seeing, so God is also beyond of your these instruments, because these are instruments of the Maya and God is separate from the Maya. So you cannot describe God in any language, and Sadguru gives the discourses only for you. Sadguru want to detach you from the Maya, and he want to operation of your unconsciousness and give you the life of consciousness. The Kutastha, God is living always everywhere in His itself form, and there is nothing place remaining without God existence. That is called Kutastha. And the God is Achala. Achalam, it means there is no need to go anywhere. I give you example. If you go to the England, you do not take the oxygen cylinder from India, because in England also oxygen or atmosphere or you can inhale there also. So God is omnipresence, and God not goes here to there. Knower of God like the master, they goes to here and there and educate person like of you. God is the Nirakara. There is no shape and size. I already described. He is laying in the millions of uncountable galaxies. Nobody knows His form. But if you do not worship the Master, you do not obey the Master, if you do not surrender in the feet of Master, if you do not do the spiritual practices in the guidance of the Master, then you cannot achieve God by this way, because the Master only give you the exact teaching how to do, to evoke in your inner soul, your pure soul, your Atma, your existence. So, this the Satchidananda Paramatma Parabrahma, which is living inside of you and outside of you, because He is immortal, He is only one, He is one conscious, He is one love, He is one presence, He is one power, He is one energy, His presence create the presence of the Maya, His presence create a presence of the life, His presence create a presence of universes, His presence create of the ability to see all these things. So that is the Sata, that is the truth, that is the Geeta, that is the consciousness, that is the Ananda, that is the pleasure. All pleasures comes from Him, all truth comes from Him, all consciousness comes from Him. We are taking Him because the word is not appropriate to describe that highest authority. The Paryupasate, it means when you concentrate, when you fix your aim in your life, that you will be aware, you will be know the internal existence, then you do the continuous meditation, but it has the needs of master. If you do not master, you cannot know meditation. When I was not get my master, I do not know about the Sakshi meditation, even the ABCD of the meditation. I was the doer. I was doing the different type of the spiritual practices, japa, tapa, yajna, havana. I also do all these things. If I do these things, millions of my birth, I will not enlighten. I will not be enlightened. When the master told me this process of awareness, Sakshi, then I do this meditation. This is not concentration, this is the meditation of awareness. I do. Then I get this stage of enlightenment, and the grace of the God, I get the stage of a master. When a sun shines, when a star shines, he need no certification of any person. When a tree grow and become a big tree and fruitful tree, nobody, he never asked to certification or the certificate to other person. Their fruit is also itself a certificate. The sun's light is also itself a certificate. And the master is taking about the existence, giving the direction and talking the truth and pushing you in the truth. That is the already certification that he is a master. My dear friend, after the knowing of this truth, when a person, a seeker, do the continuous meditation of awareness and cross all the 5 stages, Sakshi, meditation, Bhan, Gyan, Jagran and Param Jagran. When he cross all the 5 stages, then what will remaining? He cannot die, he cannot suicide, he is not controller of this breath, because the breath comes from the nature, and body is the gift of the nature. Existence is living everywhere, existence in his body and out his body also. So what he will do? So he will do the help of the seekers. As you cross the exam, you become a very, very nice postgraduate, a PhD and other. Then what you will do? You will teach the students. A general thing. So my dear friend, the stanza is telling, Sarva Bhute Hite Rata. At that time when the person is enlightened, at that time he becomes the master, at that time he knows the ultimate truth, then remaining life what he will do? He will do the service of seeker. So, because the persons, they don't understand the directives or the teaching of the master, so master take help holy books, holy persons, the holy stories and examples. So this is the great service of human society. If you give the food of hungry person, if you give the water to thirsty person, that is the temporary help. If you give the education, uneducated person, that is the temporary help. If you give the job to an unemployed person, that is temporary help. Everything in the world, they are temporary help. But if you are enlightened a person, that is the permanently help, that is the beneficial for every jiva. So master is Sarva Bhute Hite Rata. It means he is involved in the welfare of the seekers and lovers of the God. So this is his worship to the God. The worship of seeker and lovers is the great worship of the God. And help of the master in this way is the great help It is the great help of the God, because the God is doing the work in your service or welfare only by the master. As you know, the government govern the society and the nations. Why his government servants? The master is the God's servant, and who will be served? The seekers and lovers will be served. This is the meaning of Sarva Bhuta Itarata, because he is knowing the God inside and outside, and so he is to know the God inside outside, so he know that everyone is having the God existence in the form of Atma, so he never hate to anyone. Even he never hate to his enmity person, he never hate his criticized person, and he loves to all, he help to all. He is the equal and equilibrium and the everywhere seeing God existence, so he is called Samabuddhi, Samabuddhaya. Mam, it means the Krishna is tell, the Samabuddhiya get me. So my dear friend, I want to repeat some things again. The God existence living everywhere, he is the omnipresence, he is beyond your thinking, your thoughts, your intellect, your mood. You cannot experience the God by your sensory organs. He is Kutastha because he is presence everywhere in the concentrate form. No place is remaining without the God. There is no more anywhere and there is no less anywhere. The God never goes here and there. God is stable. And he never deviation from anywhere. He is Akshara, he is not decay or decompose. He is Anirdeshya, nobody can direct and direction and description of the God. God cannot be described by the words. So, which person knows this thing, they goes in the Nirakara Brahma Sadhana. If you can see the coming thoughts and the sentiments and the hungers and the desires of different type of the subject of your sensory organs, then you can save yourself from the deviation and disturbances, and you can stable in the impartial state Sakshi. You cannot affect on all your disturbance and deviation inside. If you know the presence of existence everywhere, and if you want to try to know the differences in the mind, when come you can see and you can separate and you can save yourself by the differences of the mind and destructive differences of the mind, because you are the witness of the intellect. So that this witness brings in your life a nice equilibrium that is called a samatha. So the side effects and bad effects of your intellect, they cannot attract you in the unpleasant conditions, and your peace will be continuously stand in you. You stand in the equilibrium, you stand in the separation and detachment. So that when you do like this, the one day you get the enlightenment, you know yourself, you know your internal existence, you know your internal soul. So then you will become a yogi. It is called Atma Sakshatkara. And then after you become yogi, you do the help to other persons. When you become yogi, you love the seekers and the devotees and the lovers of the God, real lovers of the God. When, because you have the Samabuddhya, when you have the, you know the every person is having the God inside in the form of Atma. So there's your service of all the seekers and lovers is the service of the God, and you become a very great servant of the God. But this servant is not other, he is the living God on the earth. So my dear friend, I want to say, keep conscious. The knowing is the enlightenment, and the believing is the blindness. So you aware in your internal soul, and don't be follower of blind persons. You see the God inside of you. And if you want to see, I will help you. I love you very, very much. I bless you very, very much. I am here only for help you. I am not asking anything, money, goods, any present. I do not want. I don't want to cheat anyone. I reject all the present, and I reject all the gift. I reject all the money, because I am only select your love, awareness, and I want to enlighten you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.